glasses are off. The glasses are off. And when I'm saying glasses off, I meant Don Quixote Doflamingo is KO. KO. You lose. Game over for Doflamingo. And it is really. It is this time. I mean, after all this time, you know, we had the fights between Luffy and Doflamingo, and all the comments that fans are doing, you know, that Doflamingo will not be defeated until his glasses drop off. Well, now your wish has come true. Doflamingo is out, and you can see his glass all broken and just fall down on the ground. So, like you said, if the glasses are off, that means he's done. He's done torturing Dressrosa, and really it is. So let's begin with the beginning of the chapter. So, like I said, chapter review 790. Okay, let's move on. So, at the beginning of the chapter, like I said, we have no things, like we had in chapter 789. Luffy appeared in front of Doflamingo, before, and Trafalgar just replaced Violet, with Luffy. He could get the hardening head and he he destroyed Rebecca's sword in half. But whatever. So after all that and everything, the bird is still shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Now you lose some kind of a Indian tent, sorry. And everybody's cheering out that Luffy finally appeared, everybody's gonna be saved and everything and all this stuff. Before I came to that, like when I wrote it, when I see it, when I first see it, chapter 790 is called Heaven and Earth. Like the bottle things, Heaven and Earth. But after I wrote the chapter, after I read the chapter, I understand why the title is called Heaven and Earth. But we'll get to that. So after all that, he's standing in front of him and everything, and Doflamingo, just bullshitting with him, your hockey is regained and everything, and that he can stand, but it's taking all God isn't and all this stuff. He was just shitting and joking with him, because asking if he regained his hockey and everything. And after all this little chat he had, because Doflamingo said, after all these injuries, I got you, you still can stand. And the Luffy said even that the same shit he said to Doflamingo. It's the same for you too, bastard. And after nowhere, behind his back, we have another awakening, Tanny, and BAM! Pierce Luffy in the stomach, and just getting fly away and everything. But in the top of that, and exactly the same time, we have Law, just using the shambles thing and everything to change the places between just a normal rock and Rebecca, to get her into safety and everything. And of course, after all that, just Doflamingo notices, oh, there you are, okay, now I can kill you. Now I can kill you really badly. And there is where, of course, exactly the same thing, touching the ground and doing another awakening power. He, like I said, oh, well, no, stay there. And watch us then, how I kill you and kick your ass and everything. And there's no attack, it's called, Ever White. I mean, I wrote that, I read the chapter of the manga, so I don't know if its translation is good. But I wrote, it's called Ever White. And at some point, when he is touching just the ground, all the Dressrosa became, waving, strings and everything, like it was some kind of a sea waves, like you're on the seas, and you see all the waves, just coming to you and everything, and just waving about all the place and everything. That's the same thing what happens to Luffy when Doflamingo do the awakening thing, and every while and everything. So maybe out of nowhere, this awakening thing just captured, But before that, the strings of this awakening thing, they just captured, Luffy on his right arm, left arm, the stomach, and legs, so he can go nowhere and use his powers. And of course, like I said, Ever White, and the thing was called 1,000 arrows, or how he said, flat thread, and then out of nowhere, you know, just all around Luffy, because like I said, all the ground became wave, like some kind of string waves, and all around Doflamingo, you know, just came some kind of string threads that looks like arrows, and just, you know, Luffy of course trying to protect and use the Bushoku Haki and everything to protect himself in his stomach. He didn't make it because also you can only see, I don't know, well, of course he's injured and everything, so maybe he cannot use Bushoku 100%, but maybe he can use it 90-95%, but not completely enough, but whatever. Because the main explanation is that even the threads were Bushoku Haki armed and everything, and also in that, I forgot to mention, yeah, after, you know, the strings pierced Luffy, of course he tried, you know, to avoid and everything, but he was too fast. He was too fast for him, but whatever, still good. And then, you know, after it was pierced and everything, it was just bang, just thrown out on the wall, on exactly the same fucking form Doflamingo was when Luffy in Gear 4, you know, with the Kamehameha shit, I think it was called Cone Cannon. Yeah, I think it was Cone Cannon. You know, there we have Luffy in exactly the same form, you know, crash on the wall like Doflamingo was before he awakened and everything. And out of nowhere, Doflamingo again tries with the awakening thing and everything, you know, trying to destroy Luffy and all. And he really did. And he did strike him on the wall, everything. So, you know, after all that, we have a little bit of scenes, you know, in the stores and everything. We're wondering how Lucy's doing, you know, if the fight is over and everything. And, well, the thing is that it's not. But because the burger is still active, and everybody, you know, just Lucy, hurry up and all that, everything. And there you have, out of nowhere, just Lucy going like this. You know, he goes just like this. And you can guess only one thing. And you can guess only one time why he's walking like that. Parasite. He's controlling him. Doflamingo is controlling him because, like he said, that his body is not moving very well. And we all know why. Doflamingo, the puppeteer, the master puppeteer. And there you have, you know, a little bit of flash. And I really was surprised because you have a little bit of flashback, you know, of the training between Luffy and Silver Rayleigh, and you know, I'm gonna, you know, and then, you know, like in that unknown island, you know, where they were finding those big monsters, big animals, you know, so you can train, so you can control 100% his form and Haki, Conqueror's Haki, and Kemushoku Haki. That's the point, you know. And then we have a little flashback, you know, when he said to Luffy, you know, Rayleigh, he said, "Oh, you survived," and then he had, you know, and he said, "What happened to that technique you were so proud of?" and everything. And in that time, you know, when he was remembered the flashback of his training and everything, you know, he just walks to Doflamingo, you know, because he still controls him with his parasite and everything. And of course, you know, after all that, you know, just Doflamingo standing how stubborn, you know, hard hand and everything, and after all that, you know, this beating the shit out of him and everything, he still won't give up. And that's the true spirit, not today. It's the true spirit. And that's, you know, and then, you know, he had, you know, that's what I'm saying, really. I want something. He's, in that way, we can understand that he said in the flashback, like, he wants some technique that it's bigger than this Kongan, you know, when he used on Doflamingo, and, you know, like, that's his, no, that's now, now that's a problem, isn't it, and everything. And he said, you know, I guess, you know, Rayleigh just said to him, and I guess it's time, you know, to teach you something new then. Gear 4 is, you know, something very taxing to the body, and it is. Because it takes you, you know, because not only it makes you weak, but also can, you know, take off the effects of using Bushoku Haki. Because after you use Gear 4, you have to wait 10 minutes, like you all remember, you know, using, you know, a Bushoku Haki. You have to wait 10 minutes, like we did in a few chapters. And, you know, like I said, when he was walking, you know, Doflamingo control and everything, you know, just wait the right time, because behind his back were Behind his back was, of course, awakening, strings, just waiting, just come closer and closer, just come closer, closer, so I can pierce you and kill you once and for all. And then, like I said, if you didn't stand in my way, this old things, this old good old puppets will live their life properly and everything, and all this never will happen, this fight and everything. And of course, like I said, okay, puppets, what the fuck are you talking about? Enough with that. And then we have a little bit of scenes, the King's Plateau is breaking up, and the brick is coming quick, he's shrinking much more, and Zoro just hurry up, Luffy, and all. And just the time before he can use the awakening strings, Doflamingo in the other scenes, he was wearing everything, and there you have, out of nowhere, bang! He used the Gear 4 and break down the string they were controlling. So that means, yeah. I mean, if you remember a commander of Whitebeard Pirates, none of the opponents we saw against Doflamingo, none of them was able to control, to take control of themselves, or free themselves against the parasite techniques. But Luffy did. And that's one big shitty thing. And after all that, he just go in the skies like he was before, with his leg just coming out and in, like they were machines. And after all that, he was still wondering after the Gear 4 how many minutes is gonna last now. And of course, after that, Doflamingo goes after him in the sky and everything. You want to play on my ground, middle air, heavenly yaksha, heavenly demon. Okay, watch out, I'm right behind you, Luffy. Doflamingo's gonna kick your ass. Well, yeah, gonna kick. Well, they're gonna be some kicking asses, but not yours. Not definitely yours. So there's where you have, out of nowhere, Luffy in the middle, Luffy in the air, preparing himself against Doflamingo, and he just said that, Doflamingo just saying that getting above me is pure foolishness because, like he can walk because of his skywalk he's doing with his Itonomi. And I don't know, we have a little bit flashback, about the Tontana, the toys, everything what happened before this fight. And he said that you had everything in the palm of your hands, and because of that greed, this greed thing he had of yours to control everything and everyone here, including Bellamy, King Greek, and everyone, and well, I don't have enough room to breathe here because of all the evilness, tyranny Doflamingo had around Dressrosa, and that's the true main thing. And of course, screw you, Luffy, and your bloodlines too. Because like he said, being born as a lovely trash, worthy only when controlled by me. Because he's a former world noble, he's not a celestial dragon. He's a former one. He still thinks he's a celestial dragon, he's a member of the Marijoa, even if he's became a pirate, Shichibukai, and all this stuff. Doflamingo, why don't you wake up and smell the hummus? Sometimes I wonder, why don't you wake up and smell the hummus? So after all that, he said, you or people are nothing compared to me. I'm a god. I can do everything I want. Well, bullshit, you can. Even gods have weaknesses, and gods sometimes is screwed up. Because, like few people said, if you make the god bleed, people will stop believing him. And that's the same thing with Doflamingo, even if he's a form of a dragon, but that's the point. So, then he said, I will be the crab out of you and leave this place. Luffy just see him and preparing and everything, and try me then, Brett. And he used the spider's web like he did when Law was trying to, drop down a piece of the building on him, and using the spider's web, to protect himself and all that. And there you are, nowhere, even he's hardening up, in Gear 4 as a pound man and everything, he just bite the hand again, and that's the main part. It's awesome. The first technique when he used like that on Doflamingo, it was Kong Gun, but this time it's King Kong Gun, not just Kong. King Kong, because the size of his arm is so big, like he is a giant size fist, like you have in Gear 3. So that means that even in Gear, so like we said, Because we saw, I mean, that's the real question, because when he used gear second, he's using gear second. You know, and because in gear second he never used gear third, or when he was in gear third, he never used gear second. So, and now in gear 4 he can also use gear third. Gear third. That's my question. I mean, he never used 2 gear thirds in one round, you know, connecting all together. But now, it's really wondering, you know, because the giant size fist is from gear third. So I'm wondering, but whatever. He prepared a King Kong gun, King Kong, from the skull, I know that, and because it looks like an ape man and everything, now I get why Oda give him, you know, this strange animal's fists, and especially this one, King Kong gun. No, just to get ready, you know, his fist just enter in his arm, like it was some kind of robotic cannon, and ready, and just Doflamingo chill and everything, use the spider web, you know, you can't get through me, I guess I have to kill you and everything, with my rounds of holy ammo, which means some kind of doubled bushel, which I don't actually understand this thing, you know, holy ammo, which means something what, which means what, double bigger spider web or something like that, I don't know, but whatever. There you have, you know, he, you know, oh right, forgot, sorry. Heavy ammo, which means, you know, he used the spider's web, but also with the awakening thing, he goes through the spider's web, now I remember, through the spider's web, and just push, and just, you know, destroy, you know, just, you know, go through the, you know, he can pierce the Luffy and everything, but what the hell. Gear 4, there you have Luffy, goes through the spider's web, like it was nothing, and hit Doflamingo so hard that even his glasses broke down, were broken and falling away from his eyes. Which also, not only he hit him so hard, but also it appears that he, with this King Kong gun, we have which also his fist is the size of a giant, and Bushawahaki armament. He just, you know, he just, you know, he just hit Doflamingo in full, you know, not only his face, the whole body, and he just dropped down. And if you watch it, and if you read the chapter, he really get down, because he destroyed, because not only because when he was just falling down and everything, you know, he even made a hole, not exactly the same one which Dora used in the gambling room, but he made a hole so big, he, you know, just keeps falling and everything. And then after the end of the chapter, you have a little bit flashback, you know, Corazon telling Law about, you know, the arch enemies of gods, the D's and everything. And the last scene, and finally your all fans around the world wishes come true. The glasses of Doflamingo broke down and fall down from his face, which means we can actually see his face. And that is the end of the chapter. And you're happy now. Doflamingo's glasses finally fall down. Everything is happy. No, now you're finally happy. And with this King Kong gun that Luffy did on him, I believe this time Doflamingo is really knocked out. This time he's gonna be really knocked out, because, like you said, if his glasses fell down, he's done. So here I am done. I'm really impressed with this chapter. You know, all the chapter, it was worthy waiting 2 weeks. It was worthy, because all this chapter was so awesome. I mean, because like you said, that all these few chapters before, you know, they were lame and everything. Well, now they ain't lame anymore. They're so, you know, they're good. They're really, really good. So here I'm done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe, give me thoughts on this, because I'm what your personal opinion about this whole chapter. Do you think that Doflamingo this time is really defeated? I think it is KO this time. And for subscribers, really, for subscribing, it's not that very difficult. Just use your mouse, click a click. And of course, for all the videos, yes, for this chapter, and especially the finale, I'm gonna give him a nice, I mean, it's foolishness, but I'm giving him a 10 out of 10 because seeing Doflamingo final defeat, I'm really happy. So here I am done. As I said, drop me a like, I really appreciate that. Give me this person think about the chapter. This Doflamingo really defeat. Do you really happy with this chapter? Do you like it and everything? Peace everyone. Have an awesome day. Lord Shadows signing off. See you around, folks.